Dear students, I am G. Babu. I am working as a faculty in LevelUp IAS, and I have been specializing myself in the area of polity, governance, and also some part of ethics. In fact, if you see, I have been teaching for more than 10 years. And even before teaching, I have cleared this examination 3 times in UPSC Civil Service examination. So overall, if you see, my experience is almost 18 years in this examination. And of course, teaching itself is around 10 years. So based on that experience, I know one of the very difficult decision that the students have to make, or I would say the most important decision at the same time difficult also, is to choose their foundation course, which is going to be very important, especially for the beginners, especially for the students who are going to college, who may not have much experience on what parameters to decide for the foundation course. Because once you make that particular decision, even if everything goes right, let us assume that you made the decision right, and thereupon everything is in your favor, the luck is completely in your favor. Even if all these things happens, then also it is going to take you 2 years, minimum 2 years. The entire foundation itself will go for 1 year, and then thereupon the multiple stages of examinations for another 1 year. That is provided that you have made the right decision. But if your initial decision goes wrong, unfortunately, then it may take years. For some students, they fall in that vicious trap and cycle. And therefore, making this decision of foundation is going to be really important. And there are many institutes which does provide this foundation course and on various parameters, but the students are not really aware of how to decide that. Having part of the LevelUp IAS for more than 3 years now, and having conviction in the kind of the service that LevelUp IAS gives, because I've been personally interacting with various teachers. So let me just go through the various parameters on which probably you can think on joining LevelUp IAS. So first and foremost is the quality of teachers. All the teachers are very well qualified. Not just that they're qualified, that just they have the experience, but they do put their effort on a daily basis to meet up to the standards of UPSC. Because we know that UPSC is evolving over a period of time, and therefore the teachers should also update themselves, stand up to the expectation of the UPSC. So one is the expertise of the teacher is a very, very important parameter that you should think. Now the second parameter is not only just the expertise, whether you can approach the teachers, whether you can solve your doubts, because not every student will be in a position to understand what happens in the class. So sometimes they may have to personally ask, sometimes they may not be comfortable asking the doubts. So is the teacher easily approachable, which is, I think, good enough in LevelUp. And then apart from that, it is not just about the classroom. It is not about the completion of syllabus, which itself is an important thing, timely completion. But on top of that, I would say that whether the students from the very first day is followed up by the institute. In LevelUp, if you see, there is a weekly test, not just from the prelims point of view, but also from the mains point of view. Because one of the biggest reasons for the failure of some of the students, unfortunately, is that they focus on the prelims only till they clear the prelims, and then they take up the mains. So that is not going to happen in LevelUp. So from the very first week, both the prelims and the mains oriented test, not just weekly, then there's a monthly test, then there's a quarterly test, and then there is an yearly test. So there's a regular follow-up on all these areas. So in addition to all these things, there's a mentorship support that is given by LevelUp. So this is a complete package that LevelUp is trying to give to the students. So you can just look into the prospects of LevelUp IAS brochure for the new foundation, which is starting on 20th of July 2026. So I'm very sure that the beginners would immensely benefit from all these aspects that is part of the foundation. So whoever is interested, you can just reach out to the LevelUp team. The team will be able to give you the better information on this. All the very best. Thank you very much.